What's up, my crypto legends? In this episode, we are checking out the Bitcoin price as usual here on the 4-hourly chart, okay? And we can see that the price of Bitcoin is growing slowly but consistently. I'm going to show you a pattern on the 15-minute chart that has confirmed the breakout. We are hitting major resistance below the $60,000, but it is very, very likely that we are going to see a $61,400 Bitcoin by next week. We are also going to take a look at NEO against the US dollar. We've got 1 inch of the US dollar. 1 inch could go all the way up to $9 in the next couple of days, and I'm going to show you why in today's episode. And also SNX in this huge descending wedge, okay, in this huge consolidation. This is the daily chart, okay, so looking very, very bullish, guys. Remember, if you are interested in day trading, guys, my favorite platform is PrimeXbt. If you use my link in the description and Bitcoinsensus 50 as the promotion code, you can get 50% in addition of what you deposit. You deposit $5,000, you're getting $2,500 on top of that for your margin. And also, my favorite swing trading platform is Bybit. If you use my link in the description, you can get up to $1,610 on bonus, guys. Remember to smash up the like button, guys. Thank you very much. 131 likes on my last video. Make sure to smash up the like button and subscribe for coming updates, guys. I do daily technical analysis on Bitcoin and other cryptos. And said this, let's go straight into the charts. Hello there, Andy, and welcome back to another episode of Bitcoinsensus, where you subscribe for the quickest technical analysis on Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, and the financial markets. Not financial advisor. Don't buy or sell anything that I say. If you do so, do your own research. Said this, let's go straight into the charts. All right, guys, here on the 4-hourly chart, zooming in here for the Bitcoin price, we know that the $60,000 is major resistance, okay? Here in the past, where we can see at late March and early February, we can see that it was very, very hard to break the $60,000 levels, okay? The $59,500, $60,000 range, okay? Right over here, okay? We've tried multiple times to break above the $60,000, okay? Once we broke it here, we got major support from it, but then we were in this huge ascending wedge and we had this massive red candle, okay, breaking the $60,000 support level to the downside. So it's going to be very, very hard to break this resistance range, okay? So let's zoom in here on the 15-minute chart, because I have seen a pattern here that does really confirm a $61,400 Bitcoin, okay, in the next coming days, okay, potentially a week. I do not think it's going to be that long, but maybe, Monday, Tuesday, who knows? It could be today. Right, as you can see, right over here, we have major resistance right over here, which is at the $58,500. We've got this resistance point here and resistance point here. Okay, so this is clear resistance that we have broken out with a decent amount of volume, as you can see right over here. It's not a huge amount, but it's enough for a breakout. Now we are getting a bounce just at the 58,500. Okay, this would usually be a good buying opportunity. So the pattern that I've seen is this cup and handle, as you can see right over here. Okay, as I told you, we have this major resistance, we have the cup, okay, the handle, and we did break out from the handle. We retest the resistance, and once we break out the resistance, this is a confirmed breakout from a cup and handle. So the measured move from this is getting the bottom here from the cup, okay, right over here to this resistance, and from the breakout, guys, this should take us all the way to the 61,600. I would be conservative and go to the $61,400 range, okay, approximately. We have broken out this resistance. We are getting a bounce. This is what should happen in the next coming days. Yes, we could break down, we might have a huge sell-off, and this pattern is going to be invalidated, guys, but I'm going with the technicals. Everything looks bullish. We should have a great bounce here and continue to the upside, guys. This is what this pattern is telling me. So this is what I've got for Bitcoin. If we come back in and break this support level at the 58,500, well, who knows? It is very, very likely that we might come back down and retest the $56,700 range, okay, where we have this major support. It's been major support and resistance, okay, and we can see we almost touched it right here. So if we break down, guys, we might come back down and retest it, but everything's looking very, very bullish. Very likely we're going to get a bounce here and finally breaking the $60,000 range, which is going to be very, very hard. We might have a second attempt and fail and create a double top, guys. We do not know. It is a critical area, this, so this you know, we need to see what's going to happen. It is the weekend also, so I like better trading on Monday, Tuesday, you know, during the week. Weekends are very difficult for trading because the volume is not real, you know, there's not too much volume. There suddenly could be loads of volume. But anyway, this is that for Bitcoin. Okay, this pattern is showing me that we are going to get a nice bounce and come to the $61,400 range. Let's take a look at NEO, guys. NEO is looking very, very bullish in my opinion, or depending on how you look at it. We are creating higher highs, okay, lower highs, sorry. Okay, as you can see right over here, and here we've created this resistance, okay, around about the $127, $130 range. Okay, you could discuss this also because this one is higher than this other one, all right, like an ascending wedge formation. So you could be, you could play around with this ascending wedge or this ascending triangle, but also you could think that this might be a double top also formation, or very, very hard to see, but we are definitely creating higher lows here. So as long as we are above this trend line and we do not break down and come below this low over here, well, then it is going to be looking very, very bullish. Okay, I think, in my opinion, that we need to break the $130 resistance where I've got this orange box, and also this trend line if this was an ascending wedge. You know, once we break this here with a decent amount of volume like we have been doing here in the past for the last you know, on the 7th of May we did have a nice spike to the upside, decent amount of volume, but we haven't just broken out the $130 resistance for NEO. So this is what I can see for NEO. If we break to the downside, guys, I think the next major support level would be this one right over here, where we have had a couple of attempts for NEO right over there. This is about the $77, $78 range right over there. If we do break out from this support level, you know, we might have a quick crash down here, and I am expecting a double bottom scenario, okay, because the measured move from this breakout to the downside, you know, is getting the back here, the width of this ascending triangle or ascending wedge, you know, and from the breakout, you know, or depending on where we're going to break out, this could come as low as $60. But I do believe, because this is major resistance, right, major support, you know, it is very, very likely we'll break down, if we do break down, and create a double bottom formation. Okay, we've got this bottom right over here, and we're very, very probable that we are going to create another double bottom right there. So this is what I've got for NEO, guys. The measured move to the upside, if we break to the downside, this support level, I do think that we are going to come to the $77 range. If we break to the upside in between $130, okay, the measured move is from the back all the way to the top here of the resistance, and from the breakout, guys, we could see a $177, $180, $175 to be conservative from this breakout of this resistance point. But guys, remember, you know, if I count the wicks here, you know, this is still going to be resistance. So if we break these levels with a decent amount of volume, you know, we might get a little bit of resistance, you know, from $130 all the way to $140, $145 major resistance here for NEO, guys. This is what I've got for NEO for the short term. You know, this is what I can see. You know, we are creating higher lows, and you know, we got a decent support level at a resistance at 130. This is what I got, bearish and bullish case scenario for NEO. Let's take a look at 1 inch, guys, because 1 inch is extremely bullish. I see a $9 1 inch in the next coming days, and it is pumping by the time I'm recording this video. Okay, right, I have talked about NEO 1 inch before because I had this on the chart. What I was talking about for 1 inch here, well, let's just go with the bullish scenario because we have broken this major resistance right over here, okay, which has been around about the $6.30. Okay, we've got multiple points here of trying to break out the $1.30, $1.40 range, and we have broken out, and we're already bouncing as support. Okay, right, what can I see here? Well, I see this huge double bottom for 1 inch. We've created this huge accumulation phase. We've retested this range, the 130, and we retested it again, and then we created this other bottom. Okay, as you can see, this has been major support, the $3.70 range. Okay, so we've got this huge round accumulation bottom, and then this other sharp one, double bottom scenario, broken out from the resistance, guys, and look, we are pumping like crazy for the moment for 1 inch. We've broken out nicely, as you can see. This is the 4 hourly chart, broken out, created like a double bottom. We have got supported nicely right over here, and we are starting to pump. What is the measured move from this breakout, guys? Well, is getting this lower part from the support all the way to the resistance, and from the breakout, guys, we can expect a $9. Okay, this is the conservative target, $9 1 inch target again. Okay, so this is what I've got for 1 inch. It is pumping while I'm doing this video. We've had an incredible bounce here from this resistance point, as you can see, broken out. We've got a decent amount of volume, not a huge amount, but a decent amount. We've bounced nicely, and now we're pumping to the upside. So $9 1 inch for the next coming days, guys. So if you are willing to trade this can be traded on Binance Futures. If you use my link in the description, you'll be saving 10% in fees on Binance Futures, guys. This is pumping like crazy. $9 1 inch in the next coming days, in my opinion. Let's take a look at SNX. SNX, this is the daily chart. It has been absolutely boring, been going sideways and even going a little bit to the downside, and we are creating this descending wedge. This is absolutely incredible. I love this project, okay? And I do think it's got a bright future and will be breaking out from this descending wedge to the upside in the next coming weeks, guys. Huge consolidation phase. When this happens in crypto usually, and also in a bull market, this huge accumulation, descending wedge, and then have a massive blast off to the upside. This is the scenario that I see for 1 inch, guys. You know, we've got a descending wedge right over here. Okay, this was when SNX was at about $3-4, as you can see, creating this descending wedge. You finally pop out from a descending wedge, go a little bit sideways, and then break the high right over here. And once you break the high, well, look what happens. You convert it into support, and then boom, you explode to the upside. So this is what the scenario that I see for SNX in the next coming weeks. We have been consolidating here for weeks now, okay? This descending wedge is created since the beginning of February. So the longer, the bigger there is, the bigger their explosive breakout is going to be. So what's going to happen here, well, I think in the next coming weeks, well, I think we might go sideways for a little bit, finally breaking this resistance, breaking this lower high right over here, which is at the $22. Once we break this level, then we are going to go sideways for a little bit, and then to the upside. And once we break the all-time high, which is at about the $29-30 range, guys, it is time to go parabolic here for SNX. In my opinion, we can go as high as $40, $50. The first target, okay, from a descending wedge is the top of the wedge. So once we break out from this resistance point, we come above this lower high. First target is the top of the wedge, which would be at the $29-30 range. After we break this top, you know, we could potentially see all of this as a leg, as a pennant, okay? And all of this, okay, if we go to the weekly chart, we could potentially see it better. Let me just get this out of the way. And this could be, you know, the pole all the way down here from this red candle, okay? And all of this as the pole into the pennant, and from the breakout, or depending on where it's going to be, we could see a $39 SNX, okay, in the next coming weeks, potentially for June, for July, who knows. But you know, this is the scenario that I see for SNX, guys. You know, too much sideways, too much accumulation. I think we will be breaking to the upside eventually in the next coming weeks. This is going to be it for today's episode, guys. Make sure to check out the Bitcoinsensus website. Great tutorials, reviews, how to buy, how to store, how to trade Bitcoin. We've got Bybit reviews, Femix, you know, all these different exchanges, price predictions, great articles, the latest news and technical analysis. So the link is in the description, so you can check it out, guys. Don't miss out on this information. And if you haven't seen my PrimeXbt or my Bybit tutorial, there's a video popping up on your screen. A massive thank you for tuning in, guys. Make sure to smash up the like button and subscribe for coming updates, and I'll see you in the next one.